Nintendo Switch reveal trailer. Let's check this shit out. Right, so all the rumours have been true. Everything that was said for months has been true. So why has Nintendo kept this so fucking quiet? It's exactly what they were fucking talking about months ago. It's a console that you plug into your fucking TV, but you can also take on the move with you. The people called this months ago when they merged the studios with the 3DS and the fucking Wii U, so they could make one set of games for a fucking hybrid console. This was said fucking months and months and months ago, maybe 12 months ago, maybe longer than that. That's how long that rumour's been going. So they've waited all this time and delivered exactly what we were expecting. No fucking surprises whatsoever. Now, they haven't given any details here. I'm guessing there's going to be more info. Let's check the description out, see what the fuck's going on. Introducing Nintendo Switch. In addition to providing single and multiplayer thrills at home, the Nintendo Switch also enables gamers to play the same title wherever, whenever, with whomever they choose. The mobility of the handheld is now added to the power of the home gaming system to enable unprecedented new video game play styles. Right, but how powerful is the system? I'm guessing it's not as powerful as an Xbox One, being as everything else has come fucking true about this fucking thing so far. But, who knows? Hmm. Well, for how strict Nintendo is, they're clearly gonna fucking try to fucking copyright this. Let's just fucking have a look, see. How big's that? That's fucking looks fucking huge. It's even bigger than the Wii tablet. And it's literally the same controller if we got the fucking slow-mo on here. Okay, that is, okay. Okay, it's not. For some reason, they've decided to go with an analog pad, like, lower down. What they've done is, they've made it that way so that each one of those can be used as a controller, which is why you've got the 4 buttons over there. That's like, is that going to be like a D-pad as well? Because that's kind of strange. But anyway, it's basically a Wii U gamepad, but you can do multiplayer shit on it, okay. Console design looks like a Wii. System small, compact. But with a docking station built into the console rather than having a separate dock for your gamepad, okay. You can see he's playing Zelda there, but how many fucking games are going to be on this thing, and how are they going to work on this thing? Because some developers aren't going to want to fucking even go there. That's exactly the same kind of thumbstick looking at it as the Wii U one. You got the same gay-ass shoulder buttons. If this has got the same back on it as the Wii U, like the same fucking type of shoulder buttons and shit, it's fucking trash. Like, the fucking shoulder buttons and stuff are really awkward on your fucking hands. They need to be fucking streamlined. Now, the good thing about this is there's actually another controller coming up. So we can skip fucking old Steven here, whoever the fuck he is. You've got like arrows, like N64 arrows there, which would, you know, if you imagine an N64 with the yellow buttons, that's sort of a similar sort of system here with arrows. They're like buttons, they're not like a traditional D-pad. So that's kind of strange. I suppose that you could be just as responsive until you actually play it. You won't really know, but I would have thought that's going to be a massive fucking problem for some people because there's no fucking standard D-pad. But so he fights a fucking giant pig. Who would have guessed? So yeah, You're on a plane, you're going to the airport, and is he meeting this hot bird, or have they come together because of the system? You know, that's the thought-provoking thing. It's very good propaganda. It's like, oh yeah, everybody's going to have one of these, so you have to get one too. Very clever marketing there. Those shoulder buttons look like ass, I'm not even going to lie. Let's just look at that shit. I know everybody's looking at her, which is the focus. That's what they're trying to make. Oh, look, you'll get fucking women with this thing. It's like, no, you won't. And even if you do, she should get her fucking roots done and get some better jeans. The fact is, that is going to be a massive problem for me. My fucking hands are huge. It's just so uncomfortable. I don't see that being a fucking thing. It looks better than the Wii U one, to be fair, but, you know, I'm not into fucking handheld gaming that much these days anyway. There's no mention of any 3D function or anything. I'm guessing that won't be in because the 3DS didn't really take off because of the 3D. So let's have a look here. We've got a pointless stand here. We'll get a better look at these triggers. See, that looks so awkward. It looks like... I'm not even going to say what it looks like. It fucking looks stupid. I don't see that being a fucking success, that right there. I think that's a mistake. Doesn't look too good to me. You got a pointless stand. I don't know. There might be one on the other side. I don't fucking know. It might just be that cheap bit there. You can stand it up and then take these fucking things off, put them together and have a small controller. That's all well and good, but who's going to do that? What's the point if you've got the fucking screen in your hand already? It doesn't really make a lot of sense to me to do that. Now, it might appeal to some people, but to me personally, that is completely and utterly useless. If you're going to use a fucking console, you're going to use it at home. If you want to take it with you, then, you know, this, you know, it depends on price as well, because if this thing costs a lot of fucking money, then you're really going to carry this big Mongol thing around you. I mean, you drop it and you've lost your console, basically. And this is huge. It's like Nintendo's just gone into smartphone gaming, right? Because they acknowledge that smartphone gaming is taking off, right? But then they've made this thing. I just don't see it taking off, simply because the device is so fucking big. And I just don't see that fucking taking off right now. It may fucking just, you know, sometimes these things just, they get fucking momentum and they just take off. You know, I don't know if that's going to happen with this, but it just doesn't look that appealing to me at the minute, to be fair. So yeah, then we've just got told, and what's the battery life going to be like on this thing? I mean, he's got a cable coming in here. Is that for his headphones, or is that for power? Because... yeah, that's I'm guessing that's not for power or anything. But again, you know, the Wii U is not known for good battery life, so this thing needs to be something special with regards to battery. What is this here? What is this game? Are they trying to allude to something here? Is this supposed to be fucking Skyrim or something? The new remastered Skyrim? That's possible. That looks like the remastered Skyrim, I'll be honest, but that is, you know, obviously a multi-platform game, so that's good. But that means this hardware is capable of running games that we currently can play on other systems. It doesn't show that this console is going to be more powerful than the current systems, but as powerful as the current systems, which ultimately might be a huge fucking letdown. For what the screen is, it looks good. Okay, I didn't see these plus and minus buttons here. They are fucking shit. They need to be fucking rounded off. What is the point in that? You know, you're trying to, like, just go back. The game developers, seriously, I don't care if you're Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, if you're a console maker, just go back to start and select, or start and back, or whatever. Just go back to that. Why do we need plus and minus or options buttons and shit? It's getting retarded. That's all I've got to say about that. That is stupid. Yeah, so it looks very much like a Wii U gamepad, and that is a fucking disaster for marketing, if you ask me, because people are going to get confused once again because it looks the same. It's going to need some vigorous marketing. We need these adverts every fucking week until it comes out for it to stand a chance of fucking becoming relevant to people. So let's just have another look here. Here's your standard controller. Let's have a look at this beast. Thumbsticks look a bit strange. I mean, they like dink in. I mean, it might be comfortable, I don't know, or it might just be the way the light's hitting it, but it looks like they dink in. Standard D-pad looks your classic Nintendo D-pad. It looks a bit fucking shit looking. It doesn't look fucking fancy, but it looks robust. I would have preferred to see them go back to like a GameCube style controller, but I mean, this is Nintendo, so it's possible that the old Pro controllers from the Wii U might work with this thing anyway. Not saying they will, but it's Nintendo, so you don't know, because that's the kind of thing they sometimes do. So I'll be keeping my fingers crossed for that, because I spent a lot of money on my fucking Wii U, and it'll be nice to have some backwards compatibility. Can't see the back shoulder buttons. Hopefully they're a lot better. I think I did briefly see them when I watched this. So let's see if we can get that fucking... See, that's just like a standard controller. You've got a headset here. So does that mean there's going to be online on this thing? Decent online? Or what? Is that going to be kind of a thing? I think this is Skyrim again. I think they've got some fucking rights here to Skyrim already, and they're showing that shit off. I didn't notice that when I first watched it through, but like this guy's obsessed with Skyrim apparently on the Wii. On the Nintendo Switch. Not a very good fucking name. Needed more. Nintendo Switch. It could catch on, but right now I'm not feeling it. Same as I didn't feel it with the fucking Wii. But at least they didn't go with a Wii name. I think that was the right move. What the fuck is Etika doing in the fucking... I'm not joking. Okay, so this is another Wii U game, I believe. So does that mean this thing has like digital software? I mean, I didn't see a disc slot with this thing, so is this digital only for a start? I don't know yet, but it could be. And are these all digital titles that are going to be available at launch that are Wii U titles that you can have been ported over to the system? So there's a load of titles already, like your Mario Karts, like your Smash Brothers, stuff like that. Is that all coming to the NX day one? Because that is a really smart business move, and I'm not even going to knock them for that, because that would make fucking perfect fucking sense. Because the Wii U didn't sell for anything. You might as well use the fucking games that you've already made to sell this fucking thing. So, but that is definitely, as far as I'm concerned, as far as I can tell, the Wii U version of Mario Kart right there. Okay, we've got guys in a van. That's a strange way of doing split screen, but okay. I still think that's the Wii U one. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, guys. Okay, they're getting go-karting because it fits with the theme of Mario Kart. Then we're going to see some basketball. So is this going to be the 2K game? I presume it's 2K. There's another one, isn't there? Always hated them games. So we've got, you can see a volume control there. These will obviously use fucking Wi-Fi, Bluetooth and shit like that. Nintendo Switch. There's the logo. Logo is pretty cool. Yeah, logo works. That's a good logo. It's simple, to the point. It's red, it's white, it's Nintendo, and you've got the, obvious controller breakaway reference there. That's a pretty smart logo. I actually like that. That's cool. Here's another way of, you can build a controller with this other part here, which is like, but it turns this big Mongol, you know, Xbox original controller type thing, which is interesting. I'm guessing the normal console will just come with this shit and won't come with a standard controller. I'm guessing there'll be a premium edition with the classic controller and whatnot. That looks alright in itself. I'm not really too concerned about that. That's okay. Until you actually get your hands on it, you're not going to know. So we've got this new Mario game here. I believe that's completely new. Correct me if I'm wrong. Because it looks 3D and he's running towards the screen. I don't remember seeing that in any other fucking Mario game recently. So correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know what the fuck that is, but leave that to your imagination. You've got the amiibos here. Does that mean this thing supports your existing amiibo support? Potentially. I'm going to look at this thing again, but I can't see a fucking disc slot on it. I'm thinking they might be going all digital here. And if that's the case, then that's the fucking case, unfortunately. There's nothing to tempt me as of yet, being as I already own all this shit on the fucking Wii U. This cradle thing here, yeah, it's like cradle thing for your things here, go into this, and that becomes like a standard controller with a standard back on and everything. That might feel really good in the hands, but it looks ugly. I'm not going to lie, it looks ugly. But if you put those things on... And also, where's the home button? You know, is there a way of like going to the home of the console or whatever? Still not a fan of those shoulder buttons there. She's going to walk around with her new console. It's just cost a lot of money. And then she's going to hand it to some complete stranger, and they're going to run away with the fucking parts. Like, oh yeah, just take a look at this. Oh, that's cool. I'll just throw it off this fucking rooftop. Yeah, fucking, you wouldn't do this. You know, if somebody, you know, let's look at it this way, right? This is marketed towards children, and obviously, Nintendo diehards, and you know, casual fucking players alike. But if you're going to say, you know, no children are going to take this thing to school, it's not like a DS, what costs a lot less, and everybody's got one. So I've got my DS, you've got your DS. If you break your DS or something happens to your DS, that's nothing to do with me. This is my console. If you hand somebody a fucking controller like that, anything can fucking happen to it. It's gone, okay? You have to be very trusting to give somebody a fucking controller on a fucking playground, or you know, at a fucking Christmas party or something. You know, you name the scenario, it's very difficult to be that fucking trusting to hand out your fucking controller. Especially someone like me who doesn't even like anyone to fucking use his fucking controller that he fucking uses on a regular basis, just because I don't like all the fucking grease and fucking shit from other people on my fucking controller. So I've never been a fan of like pass the pad and shit like that. Always fucking does my head in. So this is like never gonna happen. This is a scenario to me that I just don't foresee. And again, they've got these attractive looking women. It's like, yeah, you get the fucking one of these and you're gonna be the talk of the town. It's like, realistically, you're gonna be fucking on the floor here while this guy stands on your back. I mean, that's what's gonna happen. All smiles. What are they doing here? Okay, we're doing some shit. Let's have a look. You can use these with the screen, that's good. Control it. Those shoulder buttons look fucking huge. It looks like an Xbox One controller. It doesn't look that great, to be fair. I think the actual Pro pads that we've already got are better, so those look smoothed over now, though. They don't look like they dink in now. I suppose it really hinges on the triggers, really. The front of the controller looks pretty good. It's a shame they didn't change it just to the standard Xbox fucking XYAB instead of Nintendo's or whatever, or, you know, went back to the fucking GameCube style one. I would have liked to see the GameCube fucking buttons and GameCube controller, because I'm just like a big GameCube fan. But yeah, it's so we've got Splatoon. I'm guessing that's the same game again, which is just ported over. Let's have a look. Plus and minus button. Don't know what that is. Is that like a sync button maybe? Got all your buttons here. You got your thumbs. Are they the shoulder buttons, or the shoulder buttons like indented into them? Hard to say, but it does look very Xbox One-y. Okay, then they're gonna go out, fuck about, play some fucking whatever. Okay, yeah, Splatoon. Yeah, that looks pretty impressive. The controller itself, I mean, I'm, without seeing the back fucking triggers, I'm gonna have to look back and see if I can find them a bit clearer. And is that it? Coming March 2017, Nintendo. Well, well, well. Let's see if we can get a better look at this fucking controller. Who'd have a fucking dog like that? Come on. Come on, Scooby! Yeah, why would you go and stand... Oh, a minute, this is the thing. You're out walking the dog, right? You're out walking the dog and you're playing Zelda. No, you're not. If you're out walking the dog, you're out walking the dog. You don't play fucking Zelda while you're on the way out there. That's headphone socket, yeah. Okay. Game card. Right. It's not all digital. It's got game cards. It's got like DS game cards. Right. I thought that was just the memory card before. The old SD card when you plugged it in before. So that's it then. It's got physical cards that you put into the system. That's cool. Very cool. Just the price. That's really what we need is the price now, Nintendo, and some more information. That is, see, to me, all this shit is, these are all games that have more or less been available on the Wii U. We've got a new Mario game that's looking fucking smart. We've got a new Zelda game, but that will be on the Wii U as well. So what is enticing a Wii U owner to get this, like myself? That right there might be a fucking ploy. We don't really know whether that's just, clever fucking marketing, or if that's, a decent fucking trigger. I'm not against like the normal triggers like they've got now, but it'd be nice to know what you've got there, wouldn't it? That looks like a fucking triggery trigger, a bounce, a spring-loaded trigger. Yeah, controller looks fucking pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, not as bad as I expected. Nintendo. Okay, I'll sleep on that, and no fucking bias or anything there. I'm not gonna fucking shit on it. It's not that bad, but the question is, what is there to fucking buy there? What are we gaining? Because it's not even about third-party sport for me. It's about real quality Nintendo titles like we had on the GameCube, like we had on the N64. We need real quality. We just haven't been getting that lately. If you're going to just port all the Wii U games over there, then I already have a Wii U, so there's no point in me buying one of them. I would expect if you are going to port these games though, that all the DLC will be included, so your Mario Kart will have all the fucking DLC. Your Smash Brothers will have all the DLC, that's what I would presume. So there's advantages there if you, like me, didn't fucking spend money on that bullshit. Now you're going to get all that content. So yeah, it's interesting. Not as bad as I thought, but is it really something that's going to take off and be a success? I don't know. I would suspect not. So, anyway, feel free to subscribe, guys. Let me know what you think. See you later.